you tune into Cityline to see this special show that we do every year. It is the 2016 Trends Report from Benjamin Moore. Please welcome Sharon Grech. She's got the goods. We really go all out for this show every year.
I love it.
And I love
Always
that we
love it.
do, because you are on the pulse. You know, Benjamin Moore is looking around, seeing what's trending across the globe, and then coming up with your own forecast. This
That's
year,
what we do.
the big
Yep.
announcement for the color of 2016 is
Simply white.
white, which I think is very interesting.
It has been amazing. It's been controversial on one hand, but everybody loves it. You just don't think about it. It's like we look at white, we have white around us all the time with everything. For designers, we've all got our favorite go-to whites. People always ask us on Cityline, what's your favorite white? So it was really important to us to call attention and to really celebrate white for its simplicity, but of course also with all the other 23 colors, which we're going to talk about on this show throughout. You need a lot of colors to support white. So
yeah, you do.
We're really going to focus on that. It needs help. Exactly. And even when it is on its own, it needs help. You need to choose it as carefully as you would, you know, a colored nail polish. You know, you want to think about the white even as a color.
Right.
Even though scientifically we know it's not, and that's what's confusing. But
well,
white,
as soon as you compare it to something that's not white, you see right away. It's like, okay, you see all the different gradations of white. And how many whites does Benjamin Moore
has
have?
Over 250
Oh
alone.
my goodness.
So for a non-color,
that's a lot.
There's a lot of it,
That's
right?
a lot for a non-color.
So absolutely. So we're going to be showcasing some of the really beautiful looks from Benjamin Moore's book for 2016 through the show.
Yes.
And for my set, I want to show you the shot that I was inspired by most. It's a beautiful living room, very contemporary, very angular. And then you have the white cut with black. And white and black is such a classic combination, and we know it's that combination that gives you the most amount of contrast. So as soon as you put even a little bit of color, any color, it really pops. So that's a very modern context, and I wanted to recreate that look. And in the shot, I love the beautiful throw that had a lot of strong geometric pattern, but I wanted to bring that pattern onto the wall.
Right, so that's your interpretation of it. And this, I mean, you did this all yourself.
I did this myself. It's a stencil from my friends at cuttingedgestencils.com. It's a beautiful geometric all over, very easy. And on Cityline's website, you'll be able to see me actually doing it.
Cool. How long that take you, Sharon?
It took probably an hour and a half. Good. Because you can really work it through quickly. You don't have to wait for it to dry, because their stencil is fantastic.
She's a pro, by the way.
But
you know, whatever.
But you could do the entire thing at home, I'm sure, in a really short amount of time. Yeah. But it's planning your colors, planning how you're going to do it. I wanted this to be my art focal point. So I've got my base as Benjamin Moore's Simply White. I used eggshell, so it's not shiny, but I used gray owl, which is one of the other colors from the trends, as the first geometric pattern. And that, if you see from the angle, I used a satin finish, so it's a little bit glossy, so you also get that tone-on-tone look, which I think is really important. And then added just a few hits of Patriot Blue, which is actually my favorite color in the palette this year, is that Patriot Blue. I just love it.
This is what gives it dimension, though. That dark color anchors the entire wall and makes everything else stand out a little bit more.
Exactly. And so again, that's how white plays with color. In this case, it's the color that really pops. Right. So for furniture, we were lucky enough to work with Mobilia again, and they had so many different styles that worked really well. And so again, just a little pop of that blue. But what I love about it is that it's textured, it's linen. So again, when you've got that modern graphic look, you really want to try and soften it, so you can do that with your upholstery. But again, the contrast is also in the gloss. We've got this glossy table with the real textured, nubby chairs, and then again, a little bit more gloss. And then the rug. Now, if you looked at this rug on the wall vertically, it would probably, you know, make you go a little dizzy. But on the floor, it's a really great way to add a subtle pattern and get that sort of striate pattern that's kind of funky, but also kind of traditional. So again, it's about mixing it all up. So any hits of color with the white and black story. I got a little bit of yellow, a little bit of blue. You could throw a little bit of red.
Ooh, I like this guy too.
Isn't that gorgeous? So again, I really wanted to continue with that idea of patterning. So you've got that geometric pattern in the mirrored black glass. So I think that is stunning on its own. You don't need to put anything on that.
That's right. Or maybe just one drink.
One drink, yes. A nice cocktail would be perfect on there.
Right there. So as you mentioned, we've actually got tape of you doing all of the stenciling. Yes. We're putting that on our website, as well as some tips, because there are certain things you can do to make the whole process a little bit easier, right?
Easier, absolutely.
Cityline.ca for that.